This is an instrument. It cannot play music by itself. With practice and training by someone, beautiful music can be heard. Without practice and training, you can only produce sounds. The same is true for your other natural talents, like running, nurturing, and using your psychic abilities. Your psychic abilities are a basic part of you. They're already within you. They're as natural to you as breathing. With practice and training, you can also develop your own special psychic talents to bring harmony, beauty, and success into your life. Hi, I'm Litany Burns. Just like a coach or music teacher or guide, I'll help you discover your own natural psychic talents and use them. You use these talents every day without even thinking. With practice, you can develop and use them anytime and anywhere. There are 8 different types of psychic abilities. In fact, you may be using one or many of your psychic abilities already in your life. You can stop this video and review it any time so that you can repeat the exercises. With repetition, you'll just get better. And you can practice these exercises every day in your daily life. If you do not get results right away, look and see where you block yourself, where your defenses or fears are coming in. Because if you're blocking yourself with me on this video, you're certainly using those same blocks in your life. This is not a class. Your abilities are already there. The results will come. There are several exercises I like to use before beginning any psychic exercise to reduce stress and tension. They're called preliminaries, and they're easy and portable to use. They help you focus and relax. In fact, once you practice them, you can do them without even thinking, and nobody can tell you're doing them. Since we all experience stress and tension in our lives, you can also use these preliminaries anytime and anywhere throughout your day. While you're stuck in a traffic jam, waiting at the doctor's office, before a test or interview, and speaking with your mother-in-law for the 3rd time that day. Let's practice this simple exercise called releasing excessive energy together. Situate yourself so that your body's comfortable. You can be sitting or reclining, and place your hands on an inanimate object. Anyone will do, the sides of a chair, couch, or bed, the telephone while you're talking, the desk or table before you, the steering wheel of your car in that traffic jam. And place your feet on the floor or the end of the couch or bed if you're lying down. Just let any tensions you might feel move through your hands into the inanimate object and through your feet into the floor. Just let it flow. You may feel a tingling or rush of energy, or you may feel nothing at all in your extremities. This is not a measure of your psychic abilities. We're not testing, remember? We're just exploring. Just let the energy go into the inanimate object. If you put your hands on your body or any other living thing, you won't hurt yourself, but you will simply put your tensions back into your body or living thing and have to start all over again. When you feel you wish to stop, just do so. See how calm you feel? You may come back to this exercise anytime you feel tense, before, during, or after we do a psychic exercise. Now let's try a little total relaxation. While you're calm, focus on your feet. Tighten your muscles in your toes and feet, and now relax them. Let the excessive energy flow out through your feet into the floor. Tense your legs and relax them. Let those muscles release that energy. Now tense your buttocks and abdomen, then release. Tense your chest and release. Your shoulders, and now release them. Now tense your arms and hands and fingers, and release the excessive energy. Tense your neck and your face, and relax. Feel your body. Listen to your breathing. Your psychic abilities are already there. We're just getting relaxed and ready. Let's try focusing. I want you to visualize your spirit around you and inside you as if it's a nice sun, or a cloud, or a rainbow, or a color, or a light. And imagine yourself being completely filled inside your body with your spirit. Your spirit is a working part of you. It's already inside of you, but I want you to be aware of it. It's through your spirit that you use your psychic abilities. These simple preliminary exercises help you stay calm and balanced with anything you encounter and help keep you open to experience even more of your talents. But don't worry, we'll be practicing them together with every exercise so that they will become second nature to you very quickly. Your gut feelings are your basic primary psychic response. This exercise is for all those people who say, I could kick myself. I knew I was right. I should have listened to myself. Every person, every situation, every decision you make, you register a gut response. It's objective and simple and easy to use to find the right answers for you. You've been listening to me from your brain. Now I want you to move while you're listening down to your solar plexus, right in the center of your body where your gut is. This is your basic psychic response. It responds to everything positively or negatively in a very physical way. So let's try a little exercise together. Release excessive energy. Shake out your hands if you need to. Relax your feet. Relax your legs, your upper torso. See how easy it is now? Let's relax your shoulders and your arms and hands and fingers. We don't want any tension in your body. And visualize your spirit around your body. And visualize it inside you. And let it come right into your body and fill your body. And I want you to put your hand on your solar plexus. Any hand will do. And I want you to think of someone or something you really don't like. And if you can't think of anybody, I could think of a few people. And I want you to see what it feels like. What does it physically feel like in your solar plexus? If you don't get any response, just relax. You're just trying too hard, and try again. If you have to, do some preliminaries. Does it feel tight? Does it feel uncomfortable? Does it feel nauseous? What does it feel like to you? Now shake your hands out and let that feeling go. Now put your hand back on your psychic center, and I want you to think of someone you truly love or something you really love, and see what that feels like in your gut. What does your yes response feel like? Does it feel warm? Does it feel open? Does it feel calm? What does it feel like to you? Can you feel the difference between your no response and your yes response in your psychic center? If not, practice it again and again until you can feel the difference. Use your psychic center to make simple decisions in your day. Let the information prove itself. There are two parts to every person, your body and your spirit. But what is it like to be your spirit? What is the spiritual part of you? If you really want to see how spirits work on this level, watch an animal or a small infant. They use their sensing abilities like a spirit for survival. See what it's like to be both your body and your spirit, and how you really respond to your environment. We're going to do a little exercise together that involves sensing versus feeling. So before we start, I want you to get a household object that you can place in the palm of your hand. A piece of lettuce, a flower, a crystal, a rock, a feather, a small piece of fruit. Put your VCR on hold, get your object, and come on back. I want you to take your object now and put it beside you for a moment, and let's practice preliminaries. Let's release excessive energy. Just let it go right out of your body, through your extremities, through your feet into the floor. And I want you to just focus on your feet. I want you to relax your feet, relax your legs, tighten your muscles and relax your abdomen and your chest. Tighten your shoulders and relax them, your arms and hands and fingers and relax them. This is not a test. Let's relax your neck, your head and your face, and visualize your spirit around your body. We're going to see what your spirit feels like and bring your spirit in your body so you can feel it. Now I want you to pick up your object, put it in the palm of your hand, and I want you to close your eyes and move down to your solar plexus. And I want you to sense the object. See what it feels like. See what impressions come into your head. You're experiencing the object the way your spirit would experience it. Just sense it and see what you feel. Now I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to look at the object. Really look at it. Touch it. Smell it if you can. Rub it against your face. Listen to it. This is the way your body responds to its environment. You register a response from both your spirit and your body to every single physical thing. Which part of you do you use the most? Why not use them both? Clairvoyance goes far beyond what the naked eye can see. It's the ability to see or sense in images or symbols what comes into your head. There are many uses for clairvoyance. You can get information about the past, the present, or the future. You can solve problems. You can make future predictions. You can get messages from loved ones, or even find lost objects. Many psychics or clairvoyants use clairvoyance to solve crimes. We also use clairvoyance for visualization, to heal ourselves or make ourselves feel better. We can use it for déjà vu, where we can remember things that may have happened to us in past life, or even daydreaming or meditation, and for people that go on vision quests. But there are really two types of dreams in which we use clairvoyance. One type of dream is called mental dreaming, where we get to see things that we've known already that have happened in our lives, and it's a way for the mind to get rid of things, very physically. But there are other types of dreams that we all have that are very vivid. In fact, they're probably more vivid than sight. These dreams are called psychic dreams, and we remember them. We may have had them 3 months ago, but we'll still remember them as if we had them just the other day. Let's try to do some clairvoyance together. Situate yourself so that your body's very comfortable, and close your eyes. If you need to practice preliminaries, release excessive energy. Just let it flow out of you, and relax your body from your feet all the way up to your head. Now draw your spirit in so that it's inside and around you. See how easily you do it now? Imagine the inside of your forehead is a movie screen. Clear your mind so that your whole movie screen is empty and you're the only one in the theater. Now open your eyes and look at the candle and the candle holder, or at any object in your own room. Study it very closely. And now close your eyes and see if you can see the object on your screen inside your forehead. Try doing this several times with different objects for practice. Clairvoyance is usually tested by scientists using focus on objects or locations. This is called remote viewing. As you have experienced, clairvoyant images can come to us in many ways. Remote viewing is a physically tangible way of demonstrating clairvoyance. It has been said that several governments have employed clairvoyant people to sit in a room thousands of miles away and use their clairvoyant abilities to read through sealed secret military dossiers from a rival government. But remote viewing can be used for more peaceful and productive daily reasons, like finding lost objects or missing children, untapped mineral or water resources, even buried treasure. Let's try something together. And after we do this exercise, you can create your own variations of it to practice at home. Take a piece of paper and a pencil and list the 5 objects I have here on the tray. glasses, sand dollar, scissors, pad of paper, and a glove. And study the objects for a minute. Make yourself familiar with them. Now Debbie will remove the tray and rearrange the 5 objects in a whole new and different order. You're going to use your own clairvoyant abilities to see just where each object is on the tray. And while Debbie's arranging the objects, let's do some preliminaries together. Release excessive energy into an inanimate object or shake your hands. Just let the energy flow. Relax your body. Feel your feet. Feel your body all the way from your feet up through your legs, your shoulders, your hands, your head. And focus your spirit's energy so that you can feel it inside you and around you. And now move down to your gut to verify any of your images that come to mind. See how quickly you can do it already? Now look at your list of objects for a moment. Close your eyes and clear the movie screen inside your forehead. And now visualize the tray. See if you can see each object on the tray on the screen inside your head, or see or name each object inside your head. And when you get a sense of it, write down the order in which you see each object on the tray from left to right. Trust your gut feelings. Don't second guess yourself. If you don't get any impressions, don't worry. Just practice your preliminaries again, put the VCR on hold, and try again. Ready? Do you have the new arrangement in mind? And remember, this is not a test of your psychic abilities. We're only practicing. Let's look at the results. Pad and paper, scissor, gloves, glasses, and sand dollar. Remember, you're just doing this once, so if you didn't get anything right, it doesn't mean you're not psychic. Just practice and get better. And if you'd like to practice this exercise on your own with some objects that you happen to have nearby, feel free to place your VCR on hold at the end of this segment. Let's try a variation of this exercise. We've removed all of the objects except for one, and I want you to visualize the one object that was left on the tray. Ready? Practice preliminaries if you wish. Release excessive energy. Relax your body. Visualize your spirit inside you. Clear your mind and focus on the one object. Okay, let's see the object. How many of you guessed the glove? For those of us who are professional clairvoyants, we sometimes use a crystal ball in addition to the screen inside our heads for focus and clarity. This is the art of scrying, and it is as ancient as man. If you don't have a crystal ball, you can use any translucent surface. Fill up a cup with water, anything that is not totally clear that will distract you, and let's try some scrying together. Practice preliminaries. Put the glass comfortably before you and gaze into the water. You can gaze until your eyes go unfocused and images or impressions come to mind or can be seen, or you can gaze into the water for focus and close your eyes and see what you visualize on the screen inside your forehead. Find your best way of using your clairvoyant talents. If you would like, focus on a question you or another person might have, and then look into the glass of water and see what impressions come to you. Whether you dream, gaze inside a crystal ball, or predict the future, your clairvoyant abilities can help you gain greater insight, knowledge, and information in your life. Think back. What colors did you wear this morning? Why did you choose those colors? How did they make you feel? What colors do you usually like? What colors do you favor most? You know, Society has its own choice of colors. In Western society, we favor purple and black for funerals or death. If we think about those colors as auras, purple is a spiritual color, black is the color of earth. During the holidays, we favor red and green. Red is a loving color. Green is a color of growth. And even for Halloween, we look at orange and black, earth, and in some cultures, especially Eastern cultures, orange is the color of spirits and spirit guides. So naturally, we know a little innately about colors, but did you know that every day you wear your own natural colors? Every living thing has an aura. It's called your energy field, and it's your own natural color. The energy of your aura is the energy of your body, the physical part of you, and your spirit, the non-physical part of you. In fact, if you look at paintings that were done of the ancients and religious paintings, you'll notice halos and emanations of light that come from the people's heads. There are three parts to an aura. There's the mental and physical part, the emotional part, and the spiritual part. In fact, we can take pictures of a person's aura by using clairvoyant photography. Using light-sensitized film, you can take a picture of the energy field around your body, or any living thing. In fact, the Soviet athletes used this process to look at the muscle groups when they were training for the Olympics. Besides using clairvoyant photography or reading an aura for health, you can use aura reading for choosing products that are natural, reads animals, small infants, and it's another way of knowing and looking at your friends. Reading an aura takes a little practice. So let the lighting in your room be dim and make your body very comfortable. Let's practice preliminaries together. Release excessive energy, put your hands on something inanimate and let the tension go out of your hands and feet. Relax your body from your feet all the way up through your hips, through your chest, your shoulders, your arms and hands and fingers. Let's center ourselves in our gut. Bring your spirit in your body, feel it around you. You can do this exercise with your own body in a mirror, or we can do this exercise together and I can have you read my aura. Now stare at my shoulder. Just let your eyes go out of focus. Keep staring until you see the color or colors. You may see separate colors. You may see them all together. You may not see a color at all. You may sense or just know the colors. If you do not see a color, it's certainly not a test of your psychic abilities. And what's also important is to see what impressions come to you about myself or the person you're reading, or even yourself when you're looking at an aura. This is called an aura reading, and it's a part of reading an aura. This list of basic colors relates to every person's aura. It's important not to base your impressions on this list, but to use it as a guide to see what impressions come to you as you read the aura of a person at any given moment. The information you receive, in addition to the colors you see, help you make your aura reading more personal, accurate, and complete. Use the following as a basic reference when determining your own interpretation of auras. Always trust your own sense of colors. Remember, auras change throughout the day. Let's compare the auras of two natural products. We have two fruits here that are very different. Let's release excessive energy. Center yourself in your gut. Let your body be comfortable. Bring your spirit in. And let's focus on the outside edge of the fruit, just like you looked at my shoulder, and let your eyes go out of focus. Just stare at the edge of the fruit and see what colors you see or sense or know. If you want to, look at the other side of the fruit and see if you can see or sense any different aura. Don't try too hard. When you try, you block. Just relax. Now let's look at the side of this fruit. Let your eyes go out of focus and see what colors come to mind or colors that you see. Now look at the auras of this fruit and of this fruit and see if you notice any similarities or differences in color. Psychic healing is as old as man and women. It's as old as any civilization that we know, and it's used in every civilization. It's a simple transference of energy. It's a laying on of hands from one body to another. Everyone uses their own psychic healing abilities quite naturally in their lives. You use it when you pet your pet, when you take care of your child, when you console a friend. You use it when you garden, when you cook. You use it in business if you communicate or teach. You can also use it to help people get well. The difference between a Western doctor and a psychic healer is that the psychic healer treats the whole person, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. A psychic healer's hands are his tools, along with the impressions he gives to a person about the person's mental, physical, or spiritual status. His hands help give the person the energy to help heal himself. Healing energy can radiate or withdraw through the healer's hands to and from the person's body. Sometimes one hand will withdraw imbalanced energy from the person's body. Sometimes the same hand will radiate energy, or one hand can both radiate and withdraw energy. In order to experience your own healing hands, let's try a simple exercise together. First, release excessive energy so that your hands are clear of all tensions. And relax your body. Visualize your spirit filling your body with energy and sending that energy down through your arms and into your hands and fingers. Great. Now visualize the center of your forehead, your third eye or focal center, opening like a pathway outward. Place an open hand, palm facing you about 6 inches from your forehead. Close your eyes and see if you can sense the energy from your hand. Is it radiating out or withdrawing, or both? Now place the second hand in front of your focal center and sense the energy. Do you notice any difference? If another person is present, practice preliminaries and each allow your spirits to fill your hands and fingers with healing energy. Now place a hand in front of the other person's focal center and sense the energy. Is it radiating out or withdrawing? Sense the other hands. Do you notice a difference? Try this exercise several times during the next few days to notice any differences. Before we do any basic psychic healing exercise, it's always good to do preliminaries so that the person being healed and the person healing can release excessive energy. So let's put our hands on something inanimate. That's right. Or shake our hands out. Let go of all that tension. And I want you just to relax your bodies. I want you to feel your feet relaxed. I want you to feel your back relaxed, your shoulders, your arms and hands and fingers. Relax your neck, your heads. I want everyone to feel relaxed and focus. Visualize your spirit around your head as if it's a nice color or a light. And just let it come right down through your arms and hands and fingers and let that energy flow. Now let's put our hands on the pet, okay, wherever you want to put it. Any place you want to put it. That's why animals like to be petted so much. You're putting healing energy into them. Put your hands on the other person's body, wherever you want your hands to go. Remember, use your own psychic abilities to know where you want to put your hands. You can put it on the person's body, around the person's body, and don't forget to give information, because a health reading or the information generated is just as important as the transferring of energy, because it will help the person know how to get better, either emotionally, physically, or spiritually. And if you're unsure, put your hands on the person's focal center and on the person's psychic center, right where their gut is, because this will generate energy throughout the person's body. And if you want to try this along with me, if you don't have anybody to heal right now, you can put your hands on yourself, because you can do self-healing. And feel the energy go inside you. You don't have to be a believer when you're using healing energy. Healing energy is natural. You can do a self-healing this way anytime as well. But here's some helpful hints you can use when doing a psychic healing on yourself or on anyone else. And these are important, so please pay attention. See a health practitioner as well. It's always good to combine the best of both physical worlds. Verbalize all impressions for your health readings. No matter how silly they may sound to you, they may be important to the other person. Let your hands guide you and trust your gut feelings. You're the best judge of where you should put your hands. Experiment with any position you want with your hands, and you can also use crystals. You can put the crystals on the person's body or have them hold a crystal, or you can hold a crystal. Figure out your best way of using your healing energy. And there's no limit to the number of healings you can do. That will again be determined by your psychic impressions. But leave some time so that you can let the healing take place between your healings. Let the healing work. So you again will trust your gut feelings of when you can set up another healing for the person. You know, psychic healings do continue to work long after the physical healing is concluded. That's the nice part about psychic energy. Let your psychic ability determine the time and length of any of your healings. And it's important for the healers to remember that you may pick up some of the symptoms for a moment from the person you're healing. It doesn't mean you're sick. It just means you're getting psychic impressions of where to put your hands. The symptoms will go away, or you can always shake out your hands or release excessive energy. It's always good for you to know that. And the symptoms will always get worse before they get better. It's a natural way of healing. It's like something coming to a head. It doesn't mean the person's getting more sick. It just means that they're just letting go of the illness. And make sure that you release excessive energy before, during, or after any psychic exercise so you can feel balanced, and also so that the person that you're healing can feel balanced as well. And remember, it's very important for the person being healed to see a medical doctor or a health practitioner before you begin any psychic healings on them. A medium is a sensitive. Let's follow a day in the life of a medium. In the morning you wake up and you get on the bus and you pick up someone else's nervousness who's sitting 2 seats behind you. In the afternoon you're working in your office and someone's angry and you feel frustrated. By evening you're at a bar and you feel confused. That's the life of a medium. A mediumistic reading is similar to a psychic reading in that you're reading the past, present, or future of a person. But a medium can communicate with spirits or loved ones on the other side. There are 2 parts to a Ouija board, the alphabet board and the planchette. Just as your body has its soul, the planchette, or the little heart, serves as a physical body for the spirit or soul that will communicate through the board. That is why a Ouija board is not a toy. It's a vehicle through which only a trained medium communicates with spirits. This spirit, using the planchette, is called a control spirit. It keeps its own personal energy in the planchette even when you are not using the board for communication. Many people have problems with the Ouija board because there's no control spirit energy in the planchette. A medium, after practicing preliminaries, places his or her fingers on the planchette with or without another person. Remember, don't try this at home unless you have a trained medium who has already helped you get a control spirit in your planchette. So let's see what this particular spirit has to say to us. Because I've been doing the Ouija board with this particular spirit for a long time, we don't usually have to stop and spell out every letter. We can show you, though, if the spirit's willing to, and he's saying yes, how a regular Ouija board spirit would talk. It would stop over the letter and then recede. I, A, M, am, H, E, R, E. This is the way a spirit communicates using the medium as the focal point, using the medium's eyes and vocabulary, and also the energy through their hand to communicate with the person or people who are using this mediumistic tool. Since I've been working with this spirit for a long time, we have our own little code. So we like to talk to you in our own way, which means that as the spirit stops at one letter, if I'm right, it will go to yes as you've been watching. If I'm wrong, it will continue spelling out the word. So let's see what this spirit has to say to all of you. I am here, and I am pleased to talk with you. I have last lived in a body on earth over 2,000 years ago. I am not any different than you, except that I no longer have a body. As you can see, I use this little piece of wood as my body to communicate with you, with my friend. I would like to give you a message from what you call the beyond. We here call it home. I am happy to speak for many spirits, friends, and loved ones and guides that say to you, do not forget us. We are here. We are with you. Just because you may not see us does not mean we do not exist. We send our love. We try to help you. And more than anything, we wish you to know that no matter what time of day, or what month, or what year, you are never alone. Telepathy is the most common form of communication used between small children and their siblings. It's also used in repressed societies for people to communicate with. If you've ever said, we're on the same wavelength, or you took the words right out of my mouth, or I was just thinking that, you know you're using telepathy. It's the most physical of all our psychic abilities. It's relegated to the moment and knows no distance. One person using telepathy is the sender of the thoughts, and the other is the receiver. There are many ways to use telepathic communication. You can talk to a child who can't speak yet, a pet, perhaps remind someone of a task, get that person to really bring home that milk so you don't have to keep calling them at the office. It certainly saves on phone bills. It's a great way of winning a trivial pursuit, and it's another way of communicating with people who may have suffered from strokes or are in comas. And remember, you cannot influence anyone against their will. Telepathy is popularly used by scientists as a test for being psychic, even though there are 8 different types of psychic abilities that we share in various degrees. For this telepathic exercise, I'm using cards I designed with several different symbols, but you can use any cards or any numbers or symbols as long as you have 5 different symbols. There are 25 cards to a run. If you guess 5 cards accurately in one run, you equal chance. Anything over 5 accurate cards read is considered to be using your psychic abilities. Remember, the more you push or the more tired you become in this, the less you'll be accurate. So practice preliminaries throughout the run so that you can be clear and correct. And no, this is not a measure of your psychic talent. It's simply an exercise in developing another one of your psychic abilities. So let's have fun. Take a piece of paper and a pencil now and number it from 1 to 25. At the top of the paper, write or draw the symbols you will be using. In this case, we have these cards. Practice preliminaries, release excessive energy, center yourself, feel your gut. Remember, your gut will verify it. Open your focal center and let's do a run together. I will be the sender and send you the image on the card by visualizing it and either seeing or repeating the name of the card in my head and sending it out through the screen in my forehead through my focal center to you as the receiver. You will perceive it in an image or word and write it down alongside the number. You can pick it up by sensing it, seeing, or visualizing it inside your forehead as an image or word or wherever you feel comfortable gaining the impression. If you get confused, just clear your mind and start again. In fact, after each card is sent, it's wise to clear your mind to begin fresh. Everybody ready? Let's begin. These are the symbols. 2 wavy lines, you can draw them or write them down to remind yourself of them. A sun, a moon, that should be easy to remember, a square with a line through it, and a pyramid or triangle. So either draw these or write them down on the top of your paper. Ready? Let's begin. I'm sending the first image to you through my focal center out to you. I want you to keep your minds clear, open your focal centers, and receive it. Number 2. Find your best way. Next. Trust your gut feelings. Your first impressions are usually the best. Next. Next image. Clear your minds. Next, release excessive energy whenever you need to. Next card. Find your best way for you. Clear your mind. Next card. Next card. Clear your mind. Next. Next card. Just relax, don't push. The more you push, the more you close. Next card. Next card. Keep your mind clear and alert. Next card. Just relax, you don't have to guess. Use your psychic abilities. Next card. Next card. Next. Next card. Keep your minds alert, we're almost done. Next card. Next card. And last but not least, let's check our results together. Number 1, triangle. Number 2, square. 3, lightning bolts. 4, sun. 5, number 6. Number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, number 19, number 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and number 25. Check to see how accurate you were. If you practice this exercise at home with another person, switch sender and receiver so you can experience yourself as both a sender and a receiver. Some people will be better senders, others will be better receivers. Still others will be good at sending and receiving. See what you do. This group exercise can be used with any category: capitals of cities, states, brands of cars, flowers, foods, anything you think of. But we're going to try this exercise as a group, sending a color to you. If you do this at home, separate the group in half and have one half silently decide which color they wish to send. We've already chosen a color to send, so senders and receivers, let's get ready. Practice preliminaries, release excessive energy. Shake your hands or put your hands on an inanimate object. Let's relax our bodies. Feel your feet all the way up to your heads. Let's open your focal centers, your third eye. Let's visualize your spirit and bring it in. Now senders. Let's send the color that we've decided upon right out to our receivers. And receivers, I want you to open up your focal centers and see if you can receive the name or the view or the vision of the color. Keep focusing. Are we ready? Let's tell them the color.
Red.
You can practice this exercise with 2 or more people anywhere. You can even practice any of these telepathic exercises with people who are physically distant from you. Since this energy knows no distance, you can send messages between 2 people who are in separate rooms, towns, states, or countries. Try it and see what happens. You can review any or all of the exercises on this tape with me. You can stop at any time and repeat these exercises. Each time you practice, no matter how often the results, will be different. You will find out new things about yourself and get clearer information by practicing your own psychic talents. Create your own variations of these exercises to use with this video or in everyday situations. Read your teachers, your boss, your partner or friend. Heal your plants, your children. Send messages to loved ones and animals and find the real answers inside of you. Predict and prepare for situations and listen to your dreams. Your psychic abilities are very real and tangible parts of you. You know, in this physical world of ours, we view ourselves and all the life around us by what only the naked eye can see. If we see it, it exists. If we think it, it is real. If we touch it, it's true. We see this painting, and so it's real. But is it? You touch this pillar, so it exists. But what if everything you physically see is a visual illusion? What if what you really know and sense and see isn't what it physically appears to be? What if all that was real was you and me and our psychic perceptions? Until next time, practice and follow your dreams.